Hey everyone, welcome back to the Top Drive Show. I've got another episode for you today, which is the showcase, the review of the next Tri-Series prize car, which this time is the Alfa Romeo 164 ProCar, a very special car indeed. And I've got John with me today, who will talk about the car, compare it to other cars in this class, and then finally, hopefully, he will be able to navigate you, and you will decide whether you want to race for this car in the finals starting this Thursday. So, John, to you.
Thanks, Dimitri. So, next prize car, Alfa Romeo 164 ProCar. This is quite a rare car. I'm very into my cars. This was not a model before Top Drives that I knew very much about. I think I've probably seen a couple of pictures of them. And actually, surprisingly, we actually have Bernie Ecclestone to thank for its existence in some way. It was back in 1988. There was I think there was actually a ProCar support series for the F1 races, and they were looking to kind of liven it up. They wanted to kind of refresh the format, and so Bernie Ecclestone encouraged some of the teams to go off and kind of I think propose new cars or sort of a new approach to the series. Alfa very kindly had some engines, had some bits sort of lying around, and put this 164 ProCar together. And the stats are just crazy. I mean, it's a 3.5 liter V10 F1 engine. I mean, straight out the F1 car. 605 brake horsepower, which is not, it's not a massive amount by today's hypercar standards. But the thing only weighs 750 kilograms. If you go online and have a look at shots, it's funny because it looks like in the photos it looks like it looks like a saloon car. But if you see the photos of it with its bodywork removed, you can see just how sort of minimal and specialist it is. So that weight isn't a huge surprise when you see that. Only 275 pounds of torque, so it's that thing where it's out and out power sort of focused engine. But and it's funny actually. I was thinking back to this. I think it was a few months ago now, but we had with the Top Drive show, the sort of question of the month was kind of what would be the one car you take along to a track day. And actually, I was thinking about this, and actually, if you turned up with one of these, I honestly couldn't think of a cooler car that you could take along to a track day. I know that's a bit that's subjective, and I know you'll probably have different views out there, but that would just be a mighty car to bring along and to take out on track. And I think just to make the case for it, if you have a look, I think it only had really one outing, not even a competitive outing, a demonstration run by Riccardo Patrese. But when you hear this thing going down the straight, it's absolutely epic. So this is a totally unique car. Very, very sort of cool prize, really. In terms of sort of how it stacks up, it's obviously sort of incredibly quick. I mean, looking at its Top Drive stats, I mean, RQ90, 215 miles an hour top speed. So it's got a serious sort of top end on it. 2.1 to 60, which is amazing. And I think that's the combination of that power and that weight is what you're looking at there. And then 91 handling. I mean, this is an out and out race car, bespoke race car on slicks. So yeah, obviously sort of a little bit of caution in terms of where you use it. But I think sort of defined in many ways by it's one of these cars that's defined by its agility. So that weight just really plays into its hand on anything where there's turns, sort of sharp turns or quick changes of direction, and there's not a lot that can touch this. So looking at some of the previous prize cars, I mean the 164's it's totally got the legs on the KTM Crossbow GT4. It beats it, whether it's kind of drag, fast circuits, slaloms, anything like that. You're going to be quicker in the 164. Up against the 12C, I think anything with sort of significant turns, and it gets it. And then up against things like, even when you're looking at things like the Huayra BC or the P1 GTR, it's the 164 doesn't quite have the same kind of mid-range sort of muscle as some of those cars. So you need to be a bit careful on some of the kind of longer drag races or things like that. But again, anything like G-force or slalom or tight turns, and actually even the kind of P1 GTR and the Huayra can't quite live with it. And I think that's just that the fact that it is a absolutely out and out, custom built race car. So if we I'm just going to kind of jump into here and have a quick look at a few actual races. So what have we got? So first up, against the Porsche 935 Moby Dick, it's another very, very cool car. But through the slalom, again, you just see the 164 just burst off the line. It's just so rapid. And then again, even sort of well into the slalom, the 935 just can't get back into the race really. One of our old favorites, 12C. See what it does. Twisty circuit. So again, it's as we know, that sort of 12C is a very, very, very quick car. But again, 164 just off the line. I mean, it puts. I'm trying to look here. Probably puts sort of 6 or 7 or 8 car lengths in between them, and the 12C is just never in it. So it's an easy victory really there. And then finally, let's bring up some stiffer competition, Pagani Zonda Revolution. And actually, I sometimes talk about these kind of fantasy races that I just love to see kind of play out in real life. And this is probably one of those, but I think it also really stresses the point about why the ProCar is just so good. Is Santa Monica Car Park. So in a way, I'd love to be driving down the street and see a 164 ProCar versus a Zonda Revolution in a car park. Would be quite a sight really. But it's very, very close. I mean, this is a proper test of agility and handling. And it's just the 164 just has its nose ahead the whole way around. The Zonda is a very very light, very rapid car, but just can't get back into the race, and then the 164 takes it. So yeah, I just an amazing car. Just unbelievably cool. It's definitely one of my favorites. I don't often like any sort of rear view photos or things are not really my favorite. But I think it kind of works. I think the photo works with this one because it just highlights that great wedge shape that even the standard 164 has. So, but you just get the hint of those massive slicks sitting under that bodywork. So, yeah, an amazing car. Put it to use in kind of anything that's dry and has any sort of kind of sharp corners, lots of changes of direction, and there's not going to be a lot that's going to be keeping up with you. So yeah, best of luck battling it out for that. And yeah, that's me.
Well, this is it for today, guys. Thank you very much, John, for joining me today. If you enjoyed the video, guys, please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more Top Drives content in the future. And for now, I'm wishing you good luck in these tri-series. I hope you can get your hands on this very unique and special car and make it a collectible for your Top Drives garage. So good luck, and I will see you in the next episode of the Top Drive Show.